Well, now, so far, I don't know how the year 2024 is taking you. I don't know whether you're still following the resolution that you wrote at the beginning of this year. Some of you were with me when I started the challenge of saving 100K in this year. So I don't know what exactly you are doing, but there are some of the things that actually deters you from achieving your goals. And you see, do you know what is ignorance? Ignorance is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You know you have a problem with money. You know the moment you get money, you have a problem with shopping. You squander everything. And you still want to wait for the 2025 and do the same. You know, you go there, you write a very big resolution, you buy yourself a diary, and you're still going to achieve nothing. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 investments that you must make before the 2025 comes in. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer. And guess what? Among these 5 investments I'm going to share with you, the last 2, they're the best for me. And guess what? So what does it mean? You have to stick to this video, watch it to the end for you to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And by the way, see, the time comes when you have to do something. You know what they say? Count the cost and pay the price. Know exactly what you want and be intentional in doing that thing. Don't just rely on luck. Anyway, if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Good Joseph. I post videos about investments, money, and anything related to exactly that. And I do so each and every day. So if you don't want to miss of my good videos, make sure that you hit that subscription button, hit that like button. Guess what? The 2 buttons does not cost you anything to hit. It's just like telling me, thank you, Joseph, for doing whatever you're doing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your eyeballs. Let's get the point. Now, point number 1. See, if you want to make a good investment before the 2025 comes in, have the right network and invest on networking. All right? See, first investment is networking. Networking. And when I say networking, I don't mean like you network with people who are facing the problems like you. In network with people, okay, for example, let me ask a very simple question. So, fine, I understand. So, you want to have a beauty business by the end of this year. Or maybe you say you want to have a beauty business next year. For example, I'm using it as an example. Just ask yourself what you want. Then look for an individual who already has achieved that dream. Simple. Then learn from them. When I say look for them, I don't mean like you show up to any given business that is doing the business that you admire and start asking them questions. No, obviously they might retrieve that information. They might not give that information. But the point is this: look for an individual who is already successful on what you want. It will cost you something. It will either cost you time or money or both. That's for a fact. Look, for example, you want to be a content creator. You want to make videos. Come on, go ahead, look for somebody who is successful on that niche that you'd like to make videos. You see, there's a problem that I usually see. It's like you won't get married, but you're not even hanging around with married ladies and men. You don't even ask them questions. You're still hanging with the singlets and singles, and you saying, hey, I want to get married one day. So you work with people who are already on the same mission as you. See, we don't have a lion does not have any work or anything to do with an elephant. They are not on the same mission. Be on the same mission with people like you. That's for a fact. You're on a mission of saving a million bob. Go ahead, relate to that people. And that's why I created a WhatsApp group where we have people who are on the same mission of saving 100,000 by the end of the year. Relate with those people. And in that group, there are over 1,000 people. They interact with each other. They post some ideas there. All those kind of things, kind of an information. Create a community. Birds of a feather flocks together. It's simple. And I gave you a single challenge sometimes back. I told you, look for that individual who you admire a lot in your life. Just one day invite them for a coffee. It will cost you, I agree. Just invite them for a dinner. Invite them for a lunch. Say, hey, you know what? I would like to have a lunch with you. I just admire what you do. It's quite amazing. Obviously, just understand you're disturbing their time. It's you who need them, not them who needs you. Simple. Then invite them. Buy them a food. You know why? Food is very spiritual. The moment you buy someone's food, let me tell you one thing, some guys that you never understand. See, food is very spiritual. So when you buy someone's food, they put it in your mouth, or rather their mouth, and they eat it. Then you try to gather some information from them. They just get themselves talking. And that's why even if you buy your boss anything out there, as much as they are wealthy and they are rich and what have you, it has the spirituality part of it that you can be able to retrieve some information. So work on your network, invest on that. Does it cost you going to those big hotels? Just go once in a week or maybe a month. Go there, relate, interact with people. As simple. For example, say you want to meet something like a minister, you want to meet something like an MP, a senator, or you want to meet some business people. Go where they hang around. You get what I'm saying? So invest on your networking so that you can be able to relate with the people. You see, for example, say you want to import things from China. Look for people who does that business. Contact them. Relate to them. They tell you, hey, I charge 1,500, I charge 2,000, I charge 5,000. If you can pay for that, get the information, invite them one day for a dinner, interact with those people. Wealth transfers from one hand to the other. That's for a fact. So you say, I want to import things from China, but you just live by yourself. I mean, I just want to do this. You don't even really, I just want to be a content creator, but you don't even have a content creator in your phone book. You see, I want to, come on, you people, invest on that thing. That is investment number one. So by the time 25 comes in, you're okay. Number two, have investment on your financial literacy. This is something that I've been always talking about, financial literacy. I don't know if government even watches this video so that they can, I don't know, I wish we can even have a whole sort of a book or maybe a curriculum, I mean, including that for the financial literacy. Nobody teaches about how to use money. Everyone teaches you how to go read, get good grades, go get the jobs. But they stop there. They don't even tell you about investment. They don't even tell you about how you can save. They don't tell you what is delayed gratification. They don't even tell you what goes where. They don't even tell you you're not supposed to pay over 30% of your salary towards your house rent. They tell you nothing. They just want you to go out there, you go get good grades, get the money, get married. They don't even tell you how you're supposed to handle finances in a marriage. They tell you nothing. You see the way our parents never taught us things to do with making love and something of sort. So we just learn it by ourselves or something of sort. But there are some developed countries where they teach that education. But largely in Africa, we are never taught about this. It's a taboo. It's a taboo, as it's called. Now, the finances is also like a taboo topic. The moment you start talking about finances, people become emotional. So the thing is this, invest on the financial literacy. Let's say you do not have the cash. For example, you may not be able to go and pay the financial advisors in those big offices, those people with ties, because some of them charge a lot of money, okay? So you can only afford to buy bundles, come and watch Good Joseph, because he has something that you can be able to learn from, and maybe another person and another person. So you have that concussion of different people whom you can learn from. So do exactly that. And when they tell you like the video, See, when you appreciate, or rather when you learn something, go ahead and do that. And when they tell you subscribe so that you don't miss a future video, you keep on ignoring. And then you're expecting a different result to happen in 2025. I am telling you, I am not a motivational speaker. I tell you the truth, ain't gonna work. Creating wealth, creating money is intentional. I remember when I was making this channel back then, people used to think I'm mad. People used to think that like I'm out of my senses. But when they saw me on TVs, on radios and such kind of things, they were like, yo, you mean you were that serious? That is exactly. People are never serious. People don't even see your dream until you make it. That's a reality. So the point is this. Invest on the financial literacy. If you have the cash, come on, you have the 5 million that you want to invest. So what would be the problem if you were to take, let's say, 30,000 out of the 5 million, learn something about it so that you get it right with the 5 million? That is it. But when you tell somebody, hey, guess what? I charge this amount of money, and they're like, hey, why are you charging? It should be free. And you're like, let's continue. Point number three. Point number three is invest on your health. See, if you do not know what it costs when you are unhealthy, it costs you way much. See, this is what we say. A healthy nation is always a what? You're right, it's a wealthy nation, that's for a fact. See, have you ever seen some families who struggles because of their health? You find maybe they have a medical bill somewhere that is so big that they cannot even handle it. And maybe let's say their loved one, sort of dies. These guys cannot even take that body to go and give them the last respect. So what happens? They do the Harambes in Kenya, this coming together and pooling resources in Kenya, we call it Harambe. They do so. This family has never come across $1 million shilling. That's like 10,000 USD. They have never seen that amount of money. And then they take the amount of money, go to the morgue, take the body, they bury it, they go back to the same poverty. Health. So if you invest on your health, what do you eat? Do you exercise? Okay? Do you jog around? Don't eat junk all the time. Get the fruits, get the vegetables, get the appropriate and right things. Follow people who knows much about the health. I may not be the person to advise you what to take and what have you. All right? Also, personally, I do follow some people who tells me what to eat and all those kind of things. See, invest on your health. What you eat, how you relate to people, invest on your mental health. When you see people, for example, let's say you're driving on the highway and someone just overlaps and maybe they are rude, they are whatever, just try, conserve that energy. Don't have that kind of a things all over the place. You have to respond to anybody. Sometimes I go to the comment section, I see people abusing me. Hey, you're telling us, what did you do? Or what did you have? Who are you? Why you should tell me? It's my money and all those kind of things. So you understand, some of them are suffering from mental health. Some of them are bitter with life. Some of them are bitter with the government. Some of them are bitter even with you. There are people who just hate you naturally, whether you do good. By the way, if today you just wake up and start giving people money on the streets, someone will just hate you. And you're giving people money. I mean, it's arguably that the biggest thing that is one of the biggest things that you can have in life, and you're giving it for free. People will hate you. You get what I'm saying? So the point is this: invest in your health, your social part of you, your mental health, your psychology, your anxiety, all those kind of things, your sort of physiological part of you. Okay? I bet I've said it right. Physiological. Yeah. That one exactly. So now invest on those kind of areas. Let's go to the point number 4, the one that I said they are good. Number 4 is investing on their spirituality. Spirituality. You see, the Bible says that we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but the principalities and the kingdoms and the rulers of the darkness and all those kind of things. So the life we live in is more spiritual than it is physical. I know I'm losing some of you, but it's okay. The fact remains, it is. We live in whatever we see is just a physical dispensation of what happens in spirituality. And I gave a very clear indication here that man is very spiritual, and approach it so, because it is. See, work on your spirituality, work on what you understand, work on the things that actually grows you. The fact remains, there is real you, and there is a physical you, and there is the spiritual part of you. So it is good to invest on yourself, how you relate to yourself. If you're a Muslim, respect your religion, achieve your goals, go ahead and do that. If you're a Christian, go ahead and do that kind of a thing. But the fact remains, do that thing, okay? So be a spiritual related individual. Now the last one, but not the least, now this is where the real deal is. Invest on the investments. Invest on the investments. And an example here is MMF. It's one of my favorite things. See, these are the 2 areas where I'm telling you, my brother, if you take good your spirituality, you pray, you sacrifice yourself. You see, praying is denying your body. So when you have the character of praying, sometimes you may fast, then you're denying your flesh for the purposes of the spirit. You see, when you kill the flesh, you elevate the spirit. So the same applies when you invest. It means that you have to live below your means so that you can create the surplus, take the surplus, invest the surplus. So it's an area that creates a multifunctional disciplines that helps you to grow yourself. So when I say invest on the investments, go ahead and do the thing. For example, starting an MMF is quite simple. You can do so online, as simple as that. With a few click of buttons, boom, you have the account. So you're waiting for 2025 to do so. You have a 50,000 somewhere you want to invest, but you're fearing. Why should you fear? Go ahead, don't wait for the 2025. See, when you come to 2025 give you justification. Do it in 2026. By the time you realize you're hitting 40, 50, 60, you never invested, boom, now you're giving us advice, and now you're telling us what we are not supposed to do. Come on, don't be that kind of an individual. So the point is this: start investment. Invest on the investment, the real investments. MMF, you can do shares, you can do businesses, you can do production, you can do importation, you can do exportation, you can do anything and everything that you can, provided you consider who you are and your capability. Then from there, pick that what you can resonate with, then move with it, and that is exactly how you grow yourself. I bet I've shared something with you on this video, and if I did, then make sure that you leave that like button, or rather that like there. And also make sure that you subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think. For now, it's a goodbye. But never forget, my number is always on the description of this specific video. Pick that number, shoot me a call or a text on my WhatsApp, okay? We talk businesses. I offer those services for just a cup of coffee's price. For now, it's a goodbye. And see you in the next one.